Hello, my fellow artists. I hope you're having a good day. It's a Sunday and it's beautiful. Now, I have told some people that in these videos that I would start helping you or helping those who want to learn how to draw. And so pretty much welcome to Head Theory 101, where we're just doing the front part of the head. Now this is the hardest part of for a lot of artists. Even David Finch will say, so I'm going to try to. So if you're drawing, I hope you're drawing right along with me. I'm going to use a darker there. I just change out my pencils. All you need: pencil, paper, and eraser. Or 2 erasers. I use a gummy, and I use the rubber eraser. Alright. And now I drew my line across, right? So you're going to, right here, you're going to establish your eyebrow. And about right to your nose. Okay? And the thing is this is what David Finch points out. And this is where I learned how to do this, but I'm going to simplify it for you. So let's say you don't want to do comic books. That's fine. You don't have to, you can use this in most anything, because the simple fact is that you separate your head in 3s. So here, you have your temple. Here is where your jaw, not your jaw, really, your cheekbone is. And then your eyes sit right here. So let's say I'm going to do manga first, or a manga type, or cartoon type style. Okay, so I'm just going to draw another line here because that's where I want my eye to come down. And then I will draw in part of the circle on either side, or you can just draw a circle, depends on what makes you comfortable. I'm going to put a nose here. I'm going to come down here where the cheeks are, and this is a little wonky, and I apologize for that. I don't have the best camera. So I'm going to come down right about right there for more of a manga-esque. I'm going to draw in the ears. The eyebrows. Now this isn't the top of the head. This is only where your forehead ends. You can put for your hairline. Because if we were drawing the full head, right? So we'd go up here this way here. Keep in mind that you have this here, and then that part of your skull kind of comes in right around behind there. We don't want to go too high though. I made a mistake. So about there, hair. Unless they're bald, then you can pretty much do that. And this works for most anything. A little hint for hair. Do it in clumps. And we'll do a whole section later on hair. Okay, so that's the first one. That's kind of the manga. That was the, it's not the best, it's not perfect. Cameras even have a little bit of issues. Okay, cool. And now we're going to do a cartoony kind of cartoony type character here. So my point is you can use this method almost in any type of drawing face. And at first, if you're like, hey, Chuck, this is a little advanced for me, don't worry about it. It'll get better. More practice. The more you study, I promise, you're going to get it. So I'm going to make more like an angry person. And draw the eyes like under there, scowling. And I'm going to do like about there. And part of this is experiment. Not everybody's face, or especially like even in cartoons, right? Not everybody's face looks alike. So you can take it and you can play around with it. This is, like I said again, this is more cartoony. I'm going to clump his hair. I'm actually going to, there we go, draw that part here because you're going to have hair on this side as well. Unless it's shaved or something like that. You've seen people like that too. I like to draw people with mohawks. Yeah, all right. All right, he's a little bit off. But it is a front. Okay. Maybe we'll bring his lips up a little bit here. And I'm only just doing this basically, right? So if this is too advanced, I apologize. All right, cool. So let's put his, yeah, about right there. A little bit larger chin there. And give him little thin lips. Okay. So, and when I realized that I could do this, I was like, okay, I want to share this. Now, last but not least, I am going to do more like a comic book type character. I'm going to try not to make this video too long, just because the simple fact is that I want you to be able to go back on it and go, okay, this is what he did, this is what he did. And as I get better, I will be revamping this video and actually hopefully doing it better. So we're going to go up here, right here, and I'm going to go right about right here. Okay, awesome. Oops. Sometimes I get the job wrong. A lot of artists do. Again, like I said, so you can like put it like there, kind of separate it like that. So, a little tip for you. If you're having problems, and I should do this more often myself, if you're having problems with drawing an oval, or just having problems with the proportions, just draw it. Just draw it in a box. Now I'm going to get an idea of, let's see here, I'm going to draw in the doesn't matter how you do it, just don't forget pieces. And what I'm really trying to hammer home is the fact that you can, with this method, draw anyone that you want. But I do also recommend, highly recommend, is you go out and you suck daddy faces you draw heads, but when you draw the heads, draw them like that and kind of like draw it like that. I originally was trained to draw like this, putting it in the middle and then the eyes. I always find out I have more forehead than I want. So this, I stop it at the forehead. I can add a little bit on for the hair, right? Because that's the forehead. And then let's say I even want to, pull her hair back. Well, then I can pull her hair back and maybe put it in a bun. Okay, so I'm really trying not to overcomplicate this. The next time I do a video, it will be on the side view of the heads, and then we'll do the 3/4 as well. But I hope this kind of helps you. Just so we have our cartoon, our manga type, I'm going to call it manga type, and we have our comic. Oh, actually it's backwards, so I will probably actually have to label that in the pretty much edit. And yeah, so if I can do this, you can too. And you know what? A lot of people watch a lot of manga, and sometimes you look at these manga books and you're like, how do I do that? Because that looks a little complicated. Well, part of you having your own style is you learning how to do things a little bit more differently. So, and you learn from other artists. And finish up the side of her hair, her head there, and there we go. All right, guys, fellow artists, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. If it didn't, tell me in the comments below on what I could have done better. On what would you like to see? We didn't go into in-depth with ears. We didn't go in-depth with noses or mouths. I kept mine pretty simple. And I even kept mine a little cartoony. And just kind of, this is still a channel in its infancy. I'm going to add more videos to it. So, and my goal is to help you become a better artist than me. And if I can do that, then my job is done. Until then, my fellow artists, have a wonderful day.